So Lisa, here at the launch of the new Scottish Building Society SWPL season, how excited are you to get it underway?
Oh, I can't wait for it to start. It's been a long wait, it feels like, so it'll be good to get started this weekend.
You're also here today at Hampden for the launch, as I say. You've got a lot of media interest today, a lot of people around. The game is growing. Do you see that in today's event?
I think I've done this a few times, and this is probably the most people we've had at it in terms of like, the media and things like that. So I think every year it's grown and growing, and that's again this year.
In terms of SWPL 2, there's probably even more interest than there's ever been before. It's so competitive this season. In terms of actually playing on the field, how competitive do you think it's going to be?
I think this is probably going to be the competitive that we've been so far. I think it's got the potential to be just as competitive as the Premier League. I think you could look at the league table and pick out a good 5 or 6 teams that could go on and win it, so I think in that aspect it's exciting to be a part of that.
Talking about the league table, obviously FC Kilmarnock finished second last season. Going one better, I'm sure, is your aim. How difficult a task is that going to be though?
It will be really difficult, but we're just going to have to take it one game at a time and just not get too ahead of ourselves, but that is the aim. So obviously we want to improve, so finishing second last year, to improve again would obviously be to finish first and win the league, so that's what we're going to try and do.
Obviously it's difficult to pick out any main competitors really, because there is so many with Hearts, Hamilton, etc. But in terms of the teams battling for the league, is there any that you've got a particular eye on?
Every team, to be honest. I came on loan, so I only played the last half of the season, and I found each week it was getting more difficult. The teams that we were playing, it is really competitive, and like every team, like they've added to their squad as well, and they've all strengthened, so I think it's going to be a good season.
Obviously, you played for Rangers in SWPL 1, so you were on loan to FC Kilmarnock last season. You signed full time to SWPL 2. Do you think that shows as well that the gap between the two divisions isn't as large as it maybe was when it was first formed in 2016?
It's definitely closing, so as the gap's getting closer, and that can only be good for Scottish football. There's not too much difference, I don't think, in the standard. I've playing for both in the one season. There wasn't that much of a difference.
And in terms of from a personal ambitions point of view, obviously you scored a number of goals, created a number of chances for your teammate. What's going to be your individual goal perhaps this season?
I think as a striker you've always got to try and aim to score as many goals as you can. I think I'm no different, but I'd like to try and get more assists as well. I like to add that to my game. So.
First game of the season, you're up against Hutchinson Vale, obviously changed names this season, changes as well in terms of coaches and players. How excited are you though for that game, and what do you think will be going down in that match?
They'll be looking as well to get off to a good start, as will we, so I think it will just be two teams going for it, and we'll see what happens, but we've prepared well, so we know what we need to do, so we just need to take care of ourselves, and we'll see how the game goes.